Hi, this is Human Essence, and this is part 6 of the deep dive review of This Is Our Story by Wendy Adelson. And this book comes up for various reasons, mostly about the character in the book's dislike for the Florida Panhandle or her trouble adjusting to it. So it comes up in the trial of Charles Adelson. We'll see if it comes up in the upcoming trial of Donna Adelson. But this is part 6 of the review of the book. So if you haven't heard the other 5 parts, you can listen to them now. They'll be in a playlist. So we're up to Rosa, who's begun secretly showering in the yard because when she tried to shower in the house, Senor Cuenca, the father in the house, got in the shower and attempted to SA her, but Senor Cuenca came home before he could do anything. So we find that she's no longer going into the restaurant. She cleans the house day and night, and she only leaves to go to mass. So because she's hot and sweaty, one day she goes to shower in the yard and she's seen by a neighbor. So sometime later, the police show up at the door and they ask why Rosa is not at school in the middle of the day. And Senora Cuenca says that Rosa has an intellectual disability, she doesn't speak English well, and she's home on this day because the school is going to a museum and she wouldn't understand what was going on. And then he asked to see the birth certificate, and Senora Cuenca comes up with that fraudulent passport where Rosa is listed with her last name. The police officer asked Rosa, is this all true? And Rosa, who's afraid that the Cuencas will kill her mother and little sister in Argentina, says, yes, it's all true. The police leave and the entire family, mother, father, and brother, Senor and Senora Cuenca, and Martin, beat Rosa up brutally. So this is very, very, very sad, very dire situation. Next we see the next chapter is about Mila. And Mila is painted as so naive, it's a little bit unbelievable, considering she probably would have come across things in her when she was 17 with a single mother in a cafe in Slovakia. But we're led to believe that she fully believes in Chico, and she's working in the Hunan restaurant, and she's afraid that her visa is going to expire and she'll have to go back to Slovakia. And Chico says, look, Mila, I know that you really want to be an actress, and that's what you want to do, and I want to help you do that. And Mila said, are we going to go to New York? And he said, no, we can't go to New York. So he brings her down to a club, and at the club, she's, the story is saying, is this where we're going to do Chicago? Because they give her an outfit, like, come on. This is not believable from the 17-year-old. So the portrayal of Mila is beginning to bother me, the innocence, but it's supposedly based on an amalgam of real clients that Wendy Adelson was helping when she was an immigration attorney in Tallahassee. But this is a fictional story. So the Mila is brought down to the club. Somebody's telling her what she has to do is serve drinks and dance. You'll make more money if you take off your clothes. So the first night she makes $1,000 to pay off the loan for bringing her there. She's excited to give it to Chico. He thinks that's really good. They have to give $250 to Sebastian, who's the owner of the club. And so now Mila is going to be working in the Hunan kitchen all day and working at the club at night. So next we have the story of what's going on with the attorney Lili and Josh. And this is just like, again, the innocence of Mila. We've got this, 35-year-old completely unable to communicate. So we see that, she's feeling guilty because she's like picking on Josh about dropping his socks and things like that. So she's being kind of nasty to him and feeling guilty, and she's being nasty because she's afraid that he wants an exit strategy from her because of the letter that she found from Cornell. So she doesn't address it. She's just kind of picking on him, and then she feels guilty about that. Then she feels guilty about having lived a better life than her clients. And then she's feeling that, she feels like part of the reason she doesn't want children is that some of those needs of being needed are being met by the client. So they're hugging her and they're giving her like little gifts and things, like they're making her food or showing their appreciation in whatever way they can, because I guess they're getting the services for free, or they're being paid for by the funding that's soon going to be dried up. So as the distance between her and Josh increases, she wants to do something to bring them closer. So she describes that she finds an ad for a county fair, and I guess in a way to convey that she wants to do something with him, she describes tugging on his arm and saying, look, can we go? Which is, this is just gross, like a child with a father. And he said, yes, I think we could find some time to do that sometime. And she's very disappointed by his lack of enthusiasm, but she's never said, like, look, Josh, I feel like there's a little bit of a distance growing between us, and I would like it if we could do some activities together so that, we keep our connection. Nothing, no adult conversation happens at all. It's this kind of, can we go? And when he doesn't say, yes, we'll go, yeah, good girl, she's very disappointed in her. Like, it's, there's nothing relatable, I feel, about this child woman. Anyway, I'm going to keep my opinions out of it. So it's a fictional character, but this is how the fictional character is reacting. So eventually they go to the fair one Friday night, and he has a lemonade, and she's trying to eat as much as she can without getting nauseous on the rides. And they see the pigs, and at that point she shares, exactly what she would share at a fun fair. I feel stuck in life like one of those pigs. And he says, like, which pig? He's still having fun. And she's, saying, like, she still needs to work. And he said, I'm happy you're working. I want you to like your work. But the thing is, Lili, when we got married, you said you wanted to put work aside a little bit in order to put family first. And she's like, okay, you're bringing this up at the fair, so she wants to go home. So rather than say, look, my career is important to me, and I am putting you first, and I'm also putting my career, myself, there's a balance. No, what she does is they sleep together and she doesn't use protection, and then she's afraid that she can be pregnant. And in the morning, she says, I need to have a place to work. I can't just stay home with the baby. I can't just sit there with poop, and I don't want to become a boring couple. And why are you planning to leave me? And what's this letter from Cornell? And he says, no, I would never leave you. We're here now, but we will change, but I always foresee my life to be with you. And that's the end of the chapter. Thanks for listening. And stay tuned for the deep dive review of the part 7, I think, will be coming next. Thanks for listening. Bye.